Hello students, myself Dr. Irfan. Today I am going to discuss about the tabulation, meaning of tabulation, parts of tabulation, objectives of tabulation and types of tabulation. Okay, tabulation is a very important role play in the business activity. Okay, first we will discuss the what do you mean by tabulation. First, I would like to explain what is a table. Okay, I hope everybody heard, everybody seen in your college timetable what is available in the timetable. We are having two major parts. One is column and the one is rows. Rows and columns build a respective table. Here also same. We are having table is a systematic arrangement of statistical data in rows and columns. Without row, without column, you cannot prepare a table. Now here, table is nothing but it is a systematic arrangement of data through rows and columns. Is called a table. Next, what are the definitions of table? First definition, according to Professor L.R. Connor, what is explaining? Table involves the orderly and systematic presentation of numerical data in a form designed to elucidate the problem under consideration. Elucidate means here declare, describe the problem under consideration is called a table. Another one is, according to Professor M.M. Blair, defines table in its broadest sense is an orderly arrangement of data in column and rows. Next, I would like to explain the meaning of tabulation. What do you mean by the tabulation? Table is a systematic organization and presentation. Yes, when you are preparing the respective table, on that time you should move for organize systematically. After that, present. If you organize systematically, automatically you can present a very systematic manner. Presentation of data in the form of rows and columns. Yes, if you are presenting data in a systematic way, if you are organizing data in a systematic way through rows and columns, whereas rows are horizontal, yes, arrangements and columns are the vertical arrangement. Okay, always column having a respect to verticals, straight line, and rows are having a horizontal, that is a cross line. Okay, is called a tabulation. Okay, after that we will discuss what are the features of a table. Okay, we will discuss one by one. The first feature is title as compatible with the objective of the study. Okay, always the table shows the particular objective, why you are reading, why you are preparing, what's the reason behind that, that is shows the title of the particular table. Next one is to facilitate comparison. Tables always compare the respective events, the respective activities. For example, if you want to prepare a budget analysis, on that time without the table you cannot prepare a budget analysis. On that time you should prepare previous budget and current budget, you should prepare through the table. Next, ideal size. Okay, table should be in a ideal size. It means here reasonable size, not a bigger, not a smaller, moderate. Okay, if you look that table, okay, yes, everybody can understand the what actual you are telling on that respective table. After that, stubs are very important. Stubs means here respective your rows and columns, we are calling for the stubs. Next, use of 0. 0 means here 0.1, table number 0.2, table number 1.0, table number 1.4, like that we are using a from the 0. Next one is heading. When you are preparing table, okay, above the heading is very important. What is showing that respective table, okay. After that, remaining features. Abbreviation. Abbreviation means here concise of your respective table. Respective should be in a very systematic way. Here, not mixing the all those things on that table. What is necessarily required, you should prepare. You should put in that respective table. Next one is footnote is very important. Without footnote, nobody will understand what category table you are showing, economically or politically or sociologically or corporate or public, like that. We are having a footnote also very important. Next one is total. You should mention a total figure. Grand total is also there, total also there. Okay. Next, source of data. You are collecting data from which? Direct or indirect. Indirect means here you are collecting from the magazines or you are collecting from the website. You should mention in the source of data. Next one is size of columns. Okay, you should make a not a more columns, not a minimum columns. What necessity required for this respective table. Next one is your table should be very simple. Why simple? Everybody can understand the table. Next, economical. Your table should be economical and attractive. Okay, you should make in an attractive manner. Okay. Next, what are the objectives of tabulation? Okay, first objective is to carry out investigation. Okay, before preparing, you should investigate the data is genuine or no, the data is fair or no. That is called to carry out investigation. You should investigate properly. Next one is to do comparison. Table always compare the previous data and current data. Next, to locate omissions and errors in the data. Okay, table always locate in the omissions. Omissions means here where the subject is required, errors in the data. Okay, you should remove the error data. Which one is wanted, you should put that only. Unwanted data you should remove. Next one is to use space economically. Don't use bigger. Why? Sometime if you prepare bigger table, you cannot put in the PPT, you cannot put in the paper, you cannot put in the notebook. Okay, you should prep according to the space, you should prepare economically. Next one is very important, to simplify data. Okay, you are collecting so much data, but you should simplify. Why you simplify? Because of audience should understood the data. Next one is to use it as a future reference. Always data, always table you should put in the future references. Okay, if you use, if you want to prepare, if you want to type in Google, okay, budget analysis of 19 and 20, on that time you can see that n number of participants, they are prepared the respective tables. Next, yes, parts of a table. Okay, we are having a table number. You should prepare, you should write down table number in the top of the table, title of the table, what you are going to put the table title, captions and stubs, rows and columns, horizontal and vertical, body, what type of body you required, preparatory head note, okay, what you are going to note on that respect to table, and footnotes also available. Now these are the parts of a table. See, first one is table number and title should be written in the top. Next one is subreading, here caption, here total rows, subhead, subhead, column head, column head, column head. Now here sub entities, entries, total column, footnote and source note. Okay, these are the parts of a table. Next, we will discuss the types of tables. We are having a 3 types of tables: purpose of a table, originality of a table, construction of a table. Okay, we will discuss one by one. First one is purpose of a table. According to purpose, we are having a 2 types of purpose: general purpose table, special purpose table. What is a general purpose table? General purpose table is that table which is of general use. It does not serve any specific purpose or specific problem under consideration. General means here it is not coming for the specifically. For example, if you are preparing the doctor's tables information, tablets information, that is a specific doctors. But general means here you are using for the particular work. Next one is special purpose table. Special purpose table is that table which is prepared with some specific purpose in mind. Maybe now coronavirus is going on, corona cases are going on that time they are preparing the table in the particular in the special cases. Next one is according to originality. Original table means here an original table is that in which data are presented in the same form and manner in which they are collected. Okay, what actually they are collecting from the correspondence, that data should be you should put in the respective table. That is called a original data, original table. Derived table. A derived table is that in which data are not presented in the form or manner in which these are collected. Instead, the data are first converted into ratio or percentage and then presented. Okay, original means here what actually they are going to collect, that data will be presented. But here derived means here data they are collected from the audience. On that data they are converting ratio as well as the percentage, then they are present in the particular audience. Next, according to construction, it is a very important. Okay, in the according to constructions we are having a 2 types. One is simple table and the one is complex. Simple means here we are having only 2 columns, and so complex means here 2-way table is there, 3-way table is there, manifold table is there. First one is simple table. Okay, they are given a example. In a simple table, also known as one-way table, data are presented based on only the characteristics. Okay, the example is, see, faculty wise library users. Number of users are available, faculties. It is a one way table. Okay, only faculties are there, you are putting in the numbers. It is a simple table. And then it is complex table. In a complex table, data are presented according to two or more characteristics simultaneously. The complex tables are two-way or three-way tables according to whether two or three characteristics are presented simultaneously. Okay, now there are given examples: double, three, and manifold. Now the example of two-way table. In such a table, the variable under study is further subdivided into two groups according to two interrelated characteristics. The two-way table is shown. Table number 1.2. 1.2 faculty wise library users. On that time they are given faculties and number of students. But now here two characteristics are there. One is faculties, science, commerce, arts, total. Now here number of users, girls, boys, and total. Okay, in science how many girls are there and how many boys are there, and total. Same commerce, girls, boys how much, and total. Next arts, girls strength, boys strength, total. Now this is a grand total of a table. It is called a two-way table. Next, three-way table. In such a table, the variable under study is derived according to three interrelated characteristics. The three-way table is shown. See, on that table you are having faculties, you are having gender, male and female. In this, three characteristics are there. What are those? Faculties, science, commerce, arts, one characteristics. Next, gender, girls and boys. And the one is in girls, first semester, second semester, third total. First semester, second semester, total. Three ways. First one is one way, second one is two way. This is a three-way table users. See here, science in a girls first semester, second semester. Boys first semester, second semester. Like same. We are also having a total, grand total. Here also column total. Okay, this is called a three-way. Next here 3 to 4 way or above three characteristics are available. Okay, or they are given table. See, one is faculties, science, commerce, arts. Second one is C, course BA first year, BA second year, second characteristics. Next, gender, boys, girls, boys, girls. Next one is semester, first semester, second semester. First semester, second semester. Okay, first semester, second semester. Okay, this is the total. This is the total. Okay, these are the examples of four-way or manifold. Next, these are the examples related to the respective tables. Okay, guys, I hope everybody aware about the four-way, two-way, three-way tables. Okay, now in the next class we will discuss the central tendency. Okay, it's a very important concept. Okay, after that if you like this video, please subscribe and share your respective group. Okay, thank you. We will visit in the next class.